How to be happy. When life gets tough, life will knock you down, loss, failure, rejection, you name it. But here's what most people won't tell you. Happiness isn't about dodging those punches. It's about learning how to take the hit and still find your footing. Today, we're diving deep into the psychology, neuroscience, and real-world strategies to help you do exactly that. This isn't fluffy self-help. This is a tactical playbook for building unshakable joy, even when life feels like it's crumbling. Stick around. I'm breaking down 6 proven frameworks, sharing raw stories of resilience, and giving you step-by-step tools to start today. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. Rewire your brain for resilience. Your brain is not hardwired, it's a moldable machine. You can train it to default to hope, not fear. The neuroscience of suffering. Chronic stress shrinks the prefrontal cortex, your rational decision maker, and enlarges the amygdala, your panic button. A 2017 Harvard study found that people who catastrophize their pain develop literal physical changes in their brains that trap them in anxiety loops. The 3-to-1 positivity ratio. Psychologist Barbara Fredrickson's research shows you need 3 positive thoughts to counter 1 negative one to stay emotionally balanced. For example, negative thought: I'll never get out of this debt. Counters: but I've solved money problems before. Today I'm grateful for my health. What's one tiny step I can take right now? Maybe call a financial advisor. Neurojournaling. Every morning, write down one challenge you're facing, then reframe it with, this is teaching me ... and I can use this to help others by... Your brain is like a garden. Weed the negativity, plant seeds of hope, and watch resilience grow. Chapter 2. Radical acceptance. The surprising power of surrender. Resisting pain is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It'll keep popping up until you let it float. The science of post-traumatic growth. Studies show that people who practice radical acceptance after trauma recover faster and find deeper purpose. Example: veterans who joined advocacy groups reported 40% higher life satisfaction than those who isolated. Case study. Sarah's story. Sarah was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer at 32. For months, she raged against the why me until she shifted to what now. She started a podcast for young cancer patients, which became a global community. Her key quote: accepting the diagnosis didn't mean giving up. It meant redirecting my fight. The RAIN technique, step by step. Recognize, I'm feeling crushed by this layoff. Allow, it's okay to feel angry and scared. Investigate, where do I feel this in my body? What's the root fear? Losing stability? Feeling inadequate? Nurture, place a hand on your heart and say, this is hard, but I'm here for you. Action. Step. Practice RAIN for 5 minutes daily. Start with minor stressors, e.g. traffic, to build the muscle. Pain is inevitable, but staying stuck in the why is a choice. Surrender isn't weakness, it's strategy. Chapter 3. Micro joys, the secret weapon. Nobody talks about happiness isn't a grand treasure hunt. It's a scavenger hunt for tiny everyday wins. The 5-second rule: when overwhelmed, pause and name one sensory joy within 5 seconds. I hear my dog snoring. I taste dark chocolate. I feel this cozy blanket. Why it works: it forces your brain to exit survival mode and engage the present. Anchoring rituals. Morning gratitude. Walk 10 minutes outside. Mentally note 3 things you're grateful for, e.g. the smell of rain, my strong legs, coffee brewing. Evening victory log. Write 3 tiny wins, e.g. I unplugged from my phone for 30 minutes, I made my bed, I apologized to my partner. The dopamine effect. A 2021 UC Berkeley study found that participants who practiced daily micro-joys had 23% lower cortisol levels and 17% higher dopamine spikes than the control group. Joy isn't a luxury, it's a discipline. Train your brain to spot the sparks in the dark. Chapter 4. Build your tribe. Why connection is non-negotiable. Isolation is the silent killer of joy. Your tribe isn't just your support system, they're your mirror. Mirror neurons. Explained, your brain subconsciously mimics the emotions of those around you. Example, spend time with someone anxious, and your nervous system will sync with theirs. Conversely, being around calm people lowers your heart rate. How to ask for help without shame. Scripts to steal. I'm not okay, and I need to vent. Can you just listen for 10 minutes? I'm struggling with anxiety. Have you ever felt this way? Case study, the Parkland effect. After the 2018 school shooting, survivors formed March for Our Lives. Their shared mission reduced PTSD rates by 30% within the group. Key takeaway, collective purpose heals. Action step. Text one person right now. I've been thinking about you. Let's reconnect. You're not meant to carry the weight alone. Your tribe isn't out there. They're waiting for you to reach out. Chapter 5. Purpose. The antidote to despair. When pain has no meaning, it becomes unbearable. But when you link it to purpose, it becomes fuel. The why drill. Ask yourself 3 times, why am I enduring this? To support my family. Why does that matter? They deserve security. Why is that my purpose? Because love is my core value. Case study, John's redemption. John battled opioid addiction for a decade. His turning point? I realized my pain could be someone else's survival guide. Today, he runs a rehab center and has helped 200+ people get sober. Craft your purpose statement. Template, I, action to impact because core value. Example, I share my mental health journey to normalize struggle because vulnerability saves lives. Your darkest chapters can become someone else's survival guide. What's your story worth? Chapter 6. Imperfect progress. The art of showing up. Perfection is procrastination in disguise. Progress is messy, and that's okay. Deep dive. The 1% better rule. Improve by 1% daily. Read 2 pages of a book. Walk for 5 minutes. Write 1 sentence of gratitude. James Clear's Atomic Habits proves these micro changes compound into life-altering results over time. Relapse resilience. When old habits creep back, e.g., negative self-talk, say, this is a detour, not a dead end. Example, Oprah's decades-long journey with weight loss, public setbacks, yet she kept iterating. Track your progress. Use a calendar to mark days you practiced micro-joys or acceptance. Over weeks, patterns of growth emerge. Perfection is a myth. Progress is your birthright. Here's the truth. Life doesn't get easier. You get stronger. Happiness isn't about ignoring the storm. It's about learning to dance in the rain, even if you step on a few puddles along the way. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Share this with one person who's fighting a battle right now.